escape. Haven't been in there since Tuesday. I am proud to announce the brand new mazes for 2018. First up, Dark Entities. Teleport beyond Earth and into a realm where the darkness is absolute. In the depths of space, a lone station faces terror beyond all imagination. An extraterrestrial mutation has invaded the station and it's on the prowl for new hosts. The unearthly inhabitants' force increases as it feeds on its unwilling victims. Escape the Dark Entities before its deadly force eliminates all living forms aboard the station. There's nowhere to escape, and time is running out.
Broadcasting on all open channels. Code Red. There's an unknown life form on this ship. Multiple crew members are down. I'm afraid we're all going to die. If anyone out there is...
The backstory of Dark Entities. We begin on Earth. We're at a remote, top-secret installation where we have outer space probes. They're going out there seeing what lies beyond the reaches of known space. Now, one of their main ships, named the Shroud, has encountered some anomaly out in space. So what they're doing is they're trying to find volunteers to go to space to investigate because they don't want to send any of their people because their people aren't quite as expendable as other people. So they're sending people out to space to investigate what's happening on the ship.
Lighting for Dark Entities is really important because it's really going to invoke a sense of immersion in the maze. Most of the lighting in the maze is going to be coming from the set pieces themselves rather than the theatrical lights that you would typically see in some of our other mazes. It is one of the most ambitious projects that we've taken on at lighting just because there's so much control that we have over all of the lights in the maze. It is a huge amount compared to what we usually do. The most we've ever had controllable lights in a maze would have been, I think, Dark Ride with about 180 controllable lights, and Dark Entities is going to have over 1,200.
This year, the makeup in Dark Entities, half of the makeup we're using is prosthetic makeup. Normally in a maze, it would be two-dimensional, it would just be paint and powder, but this year we are doing more prosthetic makeup. We've got several brand new prosthetics that we've done for this. You'll see 6 prosthetics out there for the various characters, showing the various degrees of mutation. We've got some that are brand new, full face prosthetics. We've also got some partial faces. A bit of trivia for you is we are using some prosthetics that were sculpted back in 1995 for the Curse of the Werewolf maze. We're using those as some of our mutation prosthetics. Towards the beginning of the maze, you're going to see people who are newly infected. As they progress deeper into the maze, as the story gets told, you're going to see more and more mutations. We'll go from possibly just paint and powder to veining to a full-face prosthetic towards the end of the maze, fully covering the actor's face. In addition to the prosthetics, our team has also been responsible for actually sculpting and creating the Dark Entity costume, where it's not a a prosthetic that is just worn on the face. It is a full body costume. We've had stitchers working on the body, we've had a sculptor working on the custom mask for that, and in addition to the custom pieces, we also have to worry about how they work together. If a hand is great, and an arm is great, and the face is great, but they don't look like they belong together, then we failed. I think we've done a good job of making sure all of our pieces work well together.
Attention, you are entering a restricted area. Failure to present the necessary authorization will result in removal from the premises. Please have your credentials ready for review by our security personnel.
This is Captain Harkins of the Shroud, broadcasting on Secure Town 7. If you can hear me, please respond! We've become in contact with an entity that's taking control of our vessel. If you can hear me, please respond! Do not attempt to board this vessel. We're taking heavy casualties, and the ship is not secure. We're on the...
Ladies and gentlemen. Nice. All right, we've got one more for you. I'm not lying. Who said lying? No, it's true. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you our second new maze of the season, The Depths. A heavy fog drapes an abandoned port village where ancient creatures lurk inside the pitch-black underground caves hidden below the seaside shores. The Night Watch mining crew has mysteriously disappeared, and village rumors point to the eerie tunnels the town sits upon. Myths of the terrifying horrors that lurk within the caves have been whispered, but never confirmed. Did the crew meet their demise at the hands of vicious creatures that live within? Journey into the ominous caverns and follow the crew's path into the depths, and discover if the superstitions revolving around the caves are true or not. But be warned, all who have entered have never resurfaced.
is set in the 1940s in the quiet seaside town of Night Watch. Night Watch itself was built upon a complex labyrinth of underwater caves that are as rich in folklore as they are in natural resources. Local legends weave tales of amphibious humanoids, prehistoric sea monsters, and shipwrecked vessels filled to the brim with worldly treasures. Now, this might have something to do with the disappearance of the local mining crew, but that's where you, the guests, come into play. serving as first responders who can be sent down into the caves to truly discover what happened to the missing mining crew.
So with this particular maze, the depth, there was nothing that I could go out and buy. There wasn't a catalog that said the depth's costumes and I could pick and choose from and get my 48 costumes. It's very exciting to create something new and fresh. Two things that we have to think of in the wardrobe is form and function, making sure that the costume is visually really exciting, but also functional for our talent to wear. It's a lot of work to be out there in those mazes, and we always take that into consideration to make sure that the costume, one, works well with the talent, and two, can survive. It's a lot of nights, so we want to make sure that we do form and function to create these costumes. Fishing net became our inspiration. It was one of our through lines for us to take from the beginning of the front of the maze to the back of the maze. In this particular maze, there's 3 sections, so we wanted to make sure that there was a through line of costume pieces through all of those.
In order to bring, the water element to life, we use a lot of like rock work to make cavernous areas. We're going to use audio to kind of set the scene of atmosphere inside of the room. There's fog elements. There's we're going to simulate a waterfall, make it look like you're walking through this pool. All those elements, lighting appropriately, just to make it seem as it is a cave, a dark cavern.
Special effects are really important for the depths because it allows us to add elements that we necessarily couldn't do ourselves as a human to operate through the maze. So we're able to take small things and move them, add movements that wouldn't be doable originally to really bring the depths to life. One of the biggest challenges we've had this year for the depths is having to move an entire 30-foot room. So in the past we've dropped floors, we've moved things side to side. This will be the first year we actually move the entire room. We've been spending months utilizing special effects to take our guests down into the caves and make them really feel like they're in the depths. It's something we've never done before, and I think it's something that our guests have never experienced.
Hidden in the catacombs beneath, eh? Well, heed this. No one that ever went looking for the truth ever come back. And those what know the truth ain't talking for their own good. You see, we're just a small town, a blip on the map. The kind of place you drive through when you're bound for better parts. But some folks don't leave well enough alone, like these miners. They don't listen. They think they know better than us.
Where is this creature you're going on about?
I don't see nothing but rock and darkness down here.
We can't protect you if you don't talk to us, old man.
Oh, I didn't bring you down here to protect me, fellas.
Then why are we here?
Well, sometimes you all gotta make a sacrifice.
Here's what's coming back, what's new and exciting in each one. First up, Special Ops Infected.
please.
This is a family-friendly Halloween overlay to our classic Timber Mountain Log Ride. This attraction will be open every day during the Halloween season and features an original song sung by Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies. This attraction will also be adding a couple extra things for you to experience on Scary Farm Nights, which you'll have to experience on Scary Farm Nights.
Join us here for Halloween. Join us here for Halloween. Join us here for Halloween.
That's the Halloween Hootenanny. Move on to live entertainment. All right, we've come to our frightfully fantastic lineup of Not Scary Farm live entertainments and shows. You asked and we listened, so this year we're bringing back a ghoulish lineup of atmosphere offerings and stage shows. Returning this year, of course, the 2018 version of The Hanging. And I can give you the title already. It's called Shh, It Happens.
I ask you, are you ready for a hanging?
That's great, sir, but the show doesn't...
Time for some justice.
Give me a break. Look, this is not in the script.
Time we had a hanging!
Okay. Also new this year, we are proud to present Awaken the Dead. It's a non-stop dance party in Fiesta Village. Dance to Wake the Dead at this interactive dance club, playing the most up-to-date party jams. Awaken the Dead. Also at Birdcage Theater, we present again become the home of comedy and magic at Knott's Scary Farm. Join us as award-winning magicians and CW's Masters of Illusion regulars take the stage to amuse and amaze. And to round out the evening's entertainment, we will be presenting an all-new show entitled Hacks Cutting Room Floor. The unique, twisted, improvised comedy antics of Hacks returns to Knott's Scary Farm with a brand new show right here in the Charles M. Schultz Theater. This time around, they have taken over a rundown movie theater, and with the help of the audience and lots of B horror movies, they create on-the-spot Halloween show that will have you screaming with laughter. Hacks Cutting Room Floor here in the Charles M. Schultz Theater. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We want to thank you for coming out for this evening's announcement and sharing in the new and thrilling experiences that await you this fall. Don't forget, right across the street, you can visit the Bizarre Bazaar, check out our Scary Farm merchandise, and see our Into the Fog art show. We look forward to seeing you all at 2018 Knott's Scary Farm, where nightmares never end. I'm Jeff Tucker, and I'll see you in the fall.